Alright, let's discuss raster graphics. There are two graphics that we're going to discuss, raster and vector. First one is raster, also known as a bitmap graphic. Raster consists of grids and tiny dots. You'll notice that these have little grainy tiny dots here. They have a fixed resolution and cannot be resized without altering the image. And you can edit it in paint programs. The most common raster formats are your GIFs, JPEGs, BMPs, PNGs, and TIFFs. JPEG is probably the most popular one. These right here would probably be like a BMP or TIFF file. This would be a photographic image, so that would be JPEG. Let's talk about GIFs first. You see the little dude jumping around? He's animated. And if you're not seeing this, it's because you're not in slideshow view. If you go, if you press F5 on your presentation and go down to the slides, you'll see a little hamster dude, and he's jumping around. The hamster dude is an animated GIF. JPEGs cannot be animated. GIF, that's one of its special characteristics, is that you can animate it. And it also can be transparent. There is no little white box or blue box around him. He's just doing this thing over and over and over again. It has lossless compression, which means you can resize it, and it really doesn't lose much quality. But you only get a few colors to pick from, 256. So they're not going to be very detailed graphics. And here are your most common formats over here. JPEG is probably what most of you are familiar with, because if you use a digital camera, you're using probably JPEGs. You cannot do animations with JPEGs. JPEGs cannot be transparent. When you compress them, they do lose quality, so that's called lossy. But it can have up to 16.7 million colors, and that's why we use them with digital cameras. It's a higher quality, but it also has a larger file size than GIF, but not necessarily. JPEGs are pretty small too. These are your most common for scanning, digital cameras, desktop publishing. BMP is almost becoming extinct. Not many people use it anymore. It can't be animated. It can't be transparent. It is uncompressed. It's a really large file size. And in the past, what it was used for was icons for desktops. So it's still a graphic we need to be aware about, but we're not going to do anything with BMP files. Just know what they are. PNG is kind of a new type of picture coming on the scene for web design. It can't be animated, but it can be transparent. And it also has lossless compression. It's not suited well for photographs. It's replacing GIF and TIFF images, mainly because it can be transparent. TIFF can be animated, cannot be transparent. TIFF is commonly used for like faxes. When you send a fax to someone, it is saved as an image. So your key when you're seeing questions is you're going to see TIFF is going to be like for a fax machine. It stores raw bitmap data, has high resolution printing, and it has something to do with printing, like fax machines print.